Hello guys, I welcome you all on this wonderful platform that is BYJU'S Exam Prep. So today we are going to make a very important discussion, that is the benefits of giving two papers in GATE for the first attempt or in any attempt. So when you see this, many of you would be thinking, sir, till now there is no notification for GATE have come. So my dear, I would like to say, if you are making a plan of giving two papers in GATE, you shall not wait for the notification to come, because when you are preparing for an exam, you do not wait for the notification. Like when you prepared for IIT JEE, you have started your preparation in 11th class, although you were about to give the exam after 12th. You have not waited for the notification, because preparation need more time than the gap between notification and the real exam. So guys, that is why this session is very important, and this is some detail about me. And guys, when we are talking about the important things which we are going to discuss in this session, then my dear, our discussion will be happening on all these things whatever I have mentioned here. First of all, we will say what is GATE. Maybe some of you are new to this session due to the GATE preparation. Then second, we will see what is the GATE two paper combination. Third, we will see the opportunity by second paper. Fourth, we will see loss of giving two papers. Then we will discuss should you give it or not. Okay. So we will be talking each and every point with the complete analysis and with valid reasons behind that. Okay. So one by one we are starting it. So guys, I feel majority of you are aware, as you are on this video, so you are aware about the GATE examination. GATE examination is there, and that is there for the admissions to the MTech in IITs, and also for the PSUs, and also for the NITI Mumbai, and also for the MS from the foreign universities. So there are a lot of use of the GATE score. So my dear, when we are talking about the GATE examination pattern, first of all, this is graduate aptitude test in engineering. And after that, I would like to say it is an exam which is kept in the February first and second weekend. First and second weekend. Okay. GATE is, GATE is totally, whenever GATE is there, GATE exam is coming with 29 paper codes. 29 paper codes means 29 papers are there for the GATE examination, like mechanical, like civil, like electronics, like electrical, for different branches. So total 29 papers GATE is conducting. And guys, in all the GATE papers, some things are fixed. That 65 total number of questions are there, which you need to attempt in the 3 hours. And guys, the marks allotted are 100 out of that. Okay. And then my dear, whenever we are having this paper, there is some eligibility for that. The eligibility, my dear, previously was the you can, if you are in final year of your BTech, you can appear for it. When we are talking about majorly for BTech students, but nowadays, even if you are in third year, you can appear for the exam. Okay. And this started 2-3 years back from 2021. Before that, only final year student could give it. Okay. And at our time, long back around 2010-11, also third year students were eligible to give. Okay. So my dear, now we will see some important facts about the exam, and then we will enter into the second paper analysis. So my dear, first of all, it is going to be online. At our time, GATE was offline. Now it is online exam. 3 hours. Okay. 3 hours, 180 minutes are there. And my dear, when we are talking about the number of sections, generally one section in the exam is related to aptitude English. Second is related to engineering mathematics and the technical part. Majorly for mechanical, civil, EE branches when we are talking about. Then my dear, nature of questions, they are based on recall, means some recall of some formula or concept, comprehension, application, analysis and synthesis. They are majorly of numerical side, but some theoretical questions are also there. And very few questions are expected from the like mugging up kind of things. Okay. Then my dear, the number of subjects means 29 papers of GATE are conducted. Total number of questions 65. The type of questions are MCQ, MSQ and NAT. When we talk about MCQ here, out of 4 options, 1 is correct. Okay. And for MSQ, out of 4 options, maybe 1 to 4. Maybe 1 is correct, 2 is correct, 3 is correct, maybe all 4 are correct. And my dear, in NAT, this is a fill in the blanks kind of question. And if you see about the negative marking is there only in MCQ, that is 1/3, like 1 mark question, there will be a deduction of 1/3 marks. For 2 marks, there will be a deduction of 2/3 marks. It means 1/3, 33% marks will be deducted if you are giving wrong answer for MCQ. but there is no negative marking for MSQ and NAT. Generally questions are of 1 and 2 marks. Okay, so 1 and 2 marks each. Total 65 questions are there. So my dear, now we are going to move further. So my dear, the point is, as I already told you, that like if you are going to give exam in 2024, then my dear, from 2021 this pattern started that you can appear for 2 papers in the same year. Like let us say you have given some paper in 22, GATE 2022 you are going to appear. And when you appear for GATE 2022, let us say your exam is going bad, then the next chance you will be getting in 2023 for GATE examination. Okay, but my dear, now when I say 2 papers, it doesn't mean you will be giving the 2 papers like you are a civil candidate. It doesn't mean you will be giving civil paper once again on in the same year. No, 2 papers means out of those 29, some combinations would be given to you. Out of these you can choose any 2 papers. Okay, because of not out of actually 29, you would be given some combination. Like out of these 29, you would be given some 4 to 6 papers, that these papers you can appear into. And out of those 6, you can appear for 2 papers. Like let us say you are from civil engineering, so you can appear for civil engineering. There may be one more option like engineering sciences. Okay, or if you are not interested in engineering sciences, you will be having one more option like EVS, environment sciences. Like if you are a mechanical student, you will be having a choice to appear in production and industrial paper. Okay, if you are not interested in it, you will be having a choice of aeronautical. Okay, then my dear, if you are not interested in aeronautical, you would be having a chance of engineering sciences. Okay, so like instrumentation. So likewise for EC student, EE student, every student will be having. So there are some options given to you for the second paper. Okay, so my dear, if you want to see those combinations, that what are those combinations in which we can appear into, then we will see the benefit and losses also. But first of all, let us discuss that yes, in the same year you can appear for 2 papers, out of which one will be from your core branch, other will be from other options available for you. So I am showing here the options available. Like my dear, first of all, I will be telling you about the main core branches where majority students are there. Like civil engineers. Civil engineers have these options. Okay, out of these options, I am telling you some out of these. Like we are having XC for engineering sciences. Okay, then my dear, we are having like ES is for environmental sciences. So likewise, you would be having these options. Okay, so my dear, when we are talking about like let us say mechanical students, so mechanical student means this is the first paper. First paper you would be giving of the branch from which you are doing BTech. Okay, for second paper you have choice of A. A means aeronautical or aerospace. Here also you can see A is there. Then my dear, IN is for instrumentation. Okay, then my dear, NM is for naval, PI is for production industrial, XC is for engineering sciences. Here also naval is there, NM. Okay, so my dear, as I said, if you see first paper will be mechanical, other paper, these will be your choices. You can choose any one of these papers. You can choose any one of these papers. You can go for aeronautical, you can go for engineering sciences, you can go for production industrial, and my dear, likewise you can choose any of the paper as a second paper choice. Now many of you may be thinking, sir, is it compulsory? No. My dear, as I said, this is a choice that if you want to go for a second paper, then you can go. What are the advantages, opportunity and losses we will discuss in the upcoming slides. Then my dear, one question comes, sir, like if a student is from mechanical branch, you are saying that he must choose the first paper as mechanical. Why not first paper as aeronautical? So my dear, I would like to say that whenever we are talking about the first paper generally we have to choose with the maximum choices. So I would like to say, like if you are going for mechanical, civil, electronics, electrical, whatever the branch of yours is, always first paper is related to this. Why? Because my dear, PSUs, whenever they are taking, like if a PSU is coming, like let us say ONGC, then they will be demanded that if your BTech is in mechanical, then your GATE paper code should also be mechanical. If you are going for GATE paper code as let us say you are giving P&I, and my dear, your BTech is in mechanical, then my dear, they will not be accepting this. So my dear, GATE score and BTech branch, generally PSUs are expecting them to be same. Okay. So my dear, why that is? Because obviously when they are giving some vacancy for mechanical peoples, they would be checking your mastery in the same paper. If you are getting top in instrumentation, but they are taking you for the mechanical work, then why they will be taking you? So that is why whenever we are talking about PSUs, for which majorly students are giving the GATE examination, then my dear, their selection would be there only by the first paper, which is related to your BTech branch. Okay. So that's why I said if you are doing BTech in civil, then your PSU selection will be based on the civil paper code only. Okay. So you may be thinking, sir, second paper do not let you get the PSUs. So my dear, the answer is yes, they are not, because generally majority of the second paper are not eligible. Those branches, like if you are talking about mechanical, then my dear, this XC score is not taken by the PSUs into consideration. When you talk about PI, yes, PI score is taken care. Like some of the PSUs who are going to offer the seats on PI score, but for that their BTech shall also be in production and industrial. It is not like BTech is in mechanical and you are showing the PI score. So that is very clear now that first paper should be the same as that of your BTech branch. Like if you are doing BTech in aeronautical, you shall appear the first paper as aeronautical. Okay, if your BTech branch is production and industrial, your first paper should be production and industrial only. Okay, so that is very, very clear. So my dear, then for the second paper, you are having the combination, you have the choice, and based on that, you need to choose any of the choice, which is, let us say, you are interested into, and that also I will tell you how to choose. Okay, but that is the funda of the two papers. So then first paper is going to help you in IIT, NIT, MTech, and also for PSUs. Then my dear, you may be thinking, then sir, what is the benefit of second paper? So I am coming on to that as well. My dear, no, obviously when we are going for the second paper is not giving you the PSU because your BTech is in different branch. Okay. Then my dear, what is the benefit? The benefit, my dear, is like whenever we are talking about the IITs, NITs, okay, I am telling you that. So my dear, first of all, whenever you are going for second paper, so from second paper, first thing, like you appeared for civil engineering paper and you appeared for engineering science paper. Then my dear, let us say here your score is very, very bad, and even you may not be able to qualify the exam. Okay, so if you are not able to qualify, obviously here you cannot get the PSU for sure. And even if you are not qualified, you cannot get anything from here. But let us say XC paper you qualify and you got some score. Okay, let us say you qualify with good score. So you may be thinking, sir, is it possible that my civil engineering paper have gone bad and XC paper have gone good? Like my sir, mechanical paper is going bad and let us say XC or PI paper have gone good. Is it possible? Yes, my dear, it is possible. The reason for that is first thing, the syllabus of the second paper is quite lesser than the first paper. Like if you see XC here, you need to go only for 2 subjects, only for 2 technical subjects. In mechanical, you are studying 10 technical subjects. So that is the first reason. Second, my dear, sometimes it also happens that whenever, if you remember, whenever in the childhood we were playing the cricket, and whenever we got bowled in the first ball, we were saying it is a try ball. And after that, you may be playing like that, you couldn't get out in the complete match. So, my dear, that one try ball have saved you. So here, my dear, these 2 papers, whenever you give, sometime it happens when our 3 hours are not going very good and we are not going to attempt the paper with complete concentration and something goes bad. Then second paper will help like a stepney to you. But no doubt it cannot reach you to the ultimate goal of PSU. But all 100% students do not have the aim of PSU only. And even if the first paper is not going to be good, then my dear, you will not be able to get PSU. Then you have to think for second option. Then my dear, for second option, sometimes this second paper score can get you better into. Like this year, I have seen many students whose mechanical paper score was very, very bad. Civil paper score was very, very bad. EC paper score was very, very bad. But by second paper, they reached directly to the NITs, directly to the IITs, directly to the, you can say, NITI Mumbai, BITS Pilani. So that is happening. Why this is happening? Because, my dear, as I said, all these options which I said for MTech, maybe it's IIT, maybe it's NIT, maybe it's BITS Pilani, all these colleges are considering the second paper score. And for some special branches, like let us say you are going to appear for P&I paper, production and industrial, then that score will be valid for all NITs and IITs for the production branch, for the industrial branch, for the interdisciplinary branches like material science, like operation research. So you would be having a lot of other opportunities. So I want to say here that there will be an increase in chances of selection of yours, and you would be having more scope in future. No doubt this PSU part you will not be able to get from the second paper. Okay, then my dear, I would like to say that it is going to minimize your risk. Why? Because if your first paper is not going good, then you have a second chance. So my dear, that is the benefit. And if you are going to get very good score, like many students have done it, I have seen many of the students were in top 50 in the second paper. First thing, in the second paper you have less competition, because if 100 people are giving the mechanical paper, out of them only 50 go for the second paper. Okay, and out of those 50 also they are going to take 5 branches, so they will be distributed 10 10 10 10 like that. So first of all, the competition in the second paper will be very very less. Second, the syllabus of second paper is less as compared to paper 1. If you compare, not for every paper, for majority, like if you go for mechanical and aeronautical, then aeronautical aerospace syllabus is more. But if you go for mechanical and XC, if you go for mechanical and PI, then my dear, you would be having slightly lesser syllabus. And when you have lesser syllabus, then obviously with less hard work you are going to get the similar kind of things. But my dear, some things may be coming into your mind, sir. We have listened to one thing, that if we are having one leg in one ship, other leg in other ship, then my dear, it is going to be a blaster. So I would like to tell you that whenever we are talking about this two papers combination, here this statement do not holds true. The reason behind that, my dear, here whenever you are going to appear for the two papers, like if you are preparing for mechanical, whatever the subject you are studying in mechanical, for XC you are going to select out of those only 2 subjects. Like you may be going for fluid mechanics and thermodynamics. You may be going from strength of material and thermodynamics. You may be going from SOM and FM. Likewise for other branches also. So you may be thinking, sir, every second paper have like that? No. You need to choose your second paper in such a way that that thing holds true. Like for mechanical peoples, PI and XC are the best options. For civil people, environment sciences and XC is the best option. Okay, XC is engineering sciences, because SOM and fluid mechanics everyone study. So civil peoples can also go for XC paper or EVS paper, because both of them will give them advantage. You guys can go for XC paper and PI as second option. Okay, so this is the benefit. All other papers will make increase in your preparation work. Okay, so my dear, then I am coming to the things which you are getting from the second paper. Like you may not be getting the PSUs from the second paper. Let us say your first paper went bad. It should not be, but I am saying one situation. Then my dear, second paper can let you in the NITI Mumbai. NITI Mumbai is the only institute which offer MBA from the GATE score. And my dear, when you are going for MBA for GATE score, they are not interested from which paper you are appearing into. They just want a valid GATE score. And whenever you are going to apply for their from any paper, at the time of placement, it doesn't matter that from which paper you entered into NITI Mumbai. And the placement scenario of NITI Mumbai, I am telling you, the highest package in the COVID era was 58 lakhs per annum. 58 lakhs. In PSU, you may not be getting that package even after 10 years. 58 lakhs per annum. This was the highest. Average is going around 25 to 30. And minimum was around 70. PSU package was their minimum package. And my dear, placement scenario is 200%. Means every student have 2 options to join a job. Okay, that is NITI Mumbai. and that you can get from GATE XC score, you can get from GATE EWS, environment science score, you can get from GATE mechanical score, from GATE civil score, from GATE instrumentation score. So even if your first paper went bad, second paper can get this opportunity for you. And my dear IITs, not every IIT, not every branch you will be eligible. But if you are appearing into XC, then you would be having some options out of these. From mechanical, you would be getting obviously more options. From civil, you would be obviously having more options. But my dear, from XC, EVS like civil peoples, and P&I for mechanical peoples, like whenever you are going for, you would be having some option. Some option is not like 10-20%, it would be more than 50%. Okay, so if mechanical student is getting, from mechanical paper you are getting 10 options, from this also you would be getting at least 6 options. So that is the benefit. Okay, so you would be having a chance. Why generally, if my target is PSU, why I will go to MTech IIT? First reason is IIT MTech is not a bad option. Getting a degree from IIT will ensure my career, my future. Second benefit is, once I am getting into IIT or NIT, I will get a chance to prepare for GATE again, and while getting stipend every month of 12,400 rupees. So my dear, I would be financially stable. All the NITs, I have kept only 5 symbols, but all NITs are accepting XC score. But obviously for XC, for EVS, environment science, for P&I, whatever the second paper you are choosing. So every branch will not be available, but yes, 60-70% will be available. So you would be having a chance. Okay, and I have seen this year many of the students got selected in IITs with the GATE score in the second paper. First paper score was very bad for them, and they got it by second paper. Okay, and like one of our student interviews also there in GATE 2022, and that student was Sagrik. He is now in IIT Bombay. This year also one of our student Teju got IIT from P&I score. Okay, so some students have even not qualified mechanical paper, and they got from XC very good branch. On the other hand, there are some students who got mechanical rank as 2-3. They will be getting into PSU, like Ayush. He was ESC qualified, and GATE also his rank is 68. He will get the PSU. So the point is, we don't know what is going to happen in future. Punjab Engineering College, from where Kalpana Chawla ji have done BTech, their aeronautical aerospace also is available in MTech. So there also you can go from the same GATE score of second paper also, first paper also. Now we are going to talk about the loss of giving 2 papers. So my dear, when we are talking about the loss of giving 2 papers, one is the additional fees. If you are going to appear for 2 papers, you need to pay double fees. One for mechanical or civil or EC or EE or IN. Second is for second paper. Like 1700 fees was there last year. So that is one thing. Second is extra syllabus. So my dear, that is in your hand. Like if you are going with the option like XC, you need not to go for any extra syllabus. Okay. But if you are going for P&I, you need to study some extra syllabus. So my dear, but that extra syllabus is not like a second GATE syllabus. It is like 10-20% extra study. For that, we are there to help you. So my dear, if you want another session on how to choose the second paper and how to prepare both the papers together, you can put the comment in the comment section. I will help you in that as well. So my dear, next we are talking about that whether you shall attempt it or not. So my dear, if your target is only PSU and you are already doing job, you are not interested in MTech, or you have already done MTech, you feel that you only want one thing, that is PSU, then my dear, second paper is of no use for you. You shall not appear in it. But my dear, if you are a third year student, if you are a final year student, and if you are not doing any job and you just want to get settled down, then you must appear for second paper. Who knows, maybe second paper will let you get those things which you are not getting from the first paper. So if you are getting good score in paper 1, no issues, you will be getting the PSUs directly. If slightly bad score, you have another option to go for. So guys, soon I will be coming off how to prepare 2 papers together and what should be the best selection. So we will be coming up with that video as well. So goodbye for this particular session. Goodbye.